We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here as always by my brother Tim. And today we have some Monday night football. We have 3 games in the NHL, so a light NHL slate. And then we have 8 games in the NBA.
Yep.
So we have a decent sized NBA slate. And for once, the majority of my volume's in the NBA today, which is kind of weird. But before we get into today's card, before we go over today's games, we're going to take a look back at what happened yesterday, what went right and what went wrong. I'm going to start it off in the NBA for me, where I went 1-2 yesterday, cashed on the under between Milwaukee and Washington. But my other 2 games were losers, as I had, what do you call it? The Toronto Raptors plus the points. They did not get the job done. And the under in the Golden State game, which actually was closer than we thought it was. It was finished at 227, so it went over by 7 points. But it was looking to fly over the entire game by 10 plus. At one point, I think I saw a live line at 239. So, I mean, that was closer than we expected, I guess. In the NHL, I went 2-3. I lost in overtime with Nashville against Chicago, so not a good result there. I lost with the New York Islanders money line. They started off the game good, and then they just forgot how to play hockey in the third period. It is what it is. Not concerned. And I lost with the under with the Dallas Stars and the Vancouver Canucks. That was looking fine. The first period under would have hit in that game. It was 1-0 at the end of the first. About midway through the second, it was 1-1. And then, bam, 4 goals to end the end the second period, and that went over. Not exactly what we wanted in that game. Over to the NFL. Yesterday was a good NFL day for me. I think overall I went 7-3. We cashed our best bet, the Green Bay Packers, with a nice little backdoor cover there, plus the 7.5. I cashed the under, one of my added plays, in the New England and Carolina game. I cashed the New York Giants plus 3.5. They win the game straight up. I cashed the Minnesota Vikings plus the 6 points. They lose in overtime by a field goal. Cashed the Arizona Cardinals, no sweat in that one whatsoever, 31-17, which means I also cashed a team total under 24 with the San Francisco 49ers in that game. And to close out the night, I cashed the Tennessee Titans plus 7.5 against the LA Rams. So overall, a really nice day. And then my losers in the NFL yesterday, the team total under for the Atlanta Falcons, the New Orleans Saints, so a double up loss. Really was the main thing. And my only other loss, other than the double up, who had the Jacksonville Jaguars upsetting the Buffalo Bills straight up? Put your hand down. Nope. No. I should have stuck with the bet I wanted to do all week, which would have hit team total under for the Jacksonville Jaguars as they scored 9 points in a win. But it is what it is. I'll take a 7-3 NFL day. Now so far this NFL season, I'm down a unit. I'm 51-52 down a unit with a game tonight. If I can cash it, I will be even for the year. So can't complain. What about you? Yesterday, Tim.
Oh boy. First of all, we'll start off NBA. It looked good for the first 2 games, and then the rest of the night decided to take a dump. I was on Cleveland. I really like that spot, and that one worked out quite nicely. I had the under in the Milwaukee game, and that was all for my winners. I had the Kings, which they made it a lot closer, but they still lost by 3. I had them on the money line. I had the Spurs -4. They were up 14 at the end of the first. They were up 10 at halftime, and then completely took a dump and lost by 20 points in the third quarter. And then from then on, it was kind of a done deal there. Had the under in that Rockets game, nowhere near it, and had Charlotte, which made it close until the fourth quarter where they lost 31-19 in that fourth quarter. causing me to not cover once again in that game. So it ended up being a 2-4 basketball day, quite rough. NFL was all right. I went 2-2. I got losses from Dallas and the Saints, wins from Minnesota and the Packers. Those were my only 4 games, 2-2 there, and then I lost my Counter-Strike bet. Navi won the major, so that one didn't work out for me. But on to today. Hopefully we can turn around. I got 5 plays in the NBA.
Yeah, looking back at one last thing, looking back at yesterday in the NFL, we had 3. We had 3 favorites cover yesterday with the Chargers, the Patriots, and the Dolphins. Everything else was a dog day. So we were expecting the public to be smashed soon, and it happened yesterday. Dallas loses straight up, 10.5-point favorite. Everybody was on the Bengals, it felt like. Browns cashed that easily. Falcons, Jaguars, that was a killer. Everybody was on the Niners. They were open at 2.5-point dogs, and they closed at 5.5-point favorites, and they get absolutely demolished. So, yeah, it was a doggy day yesterday.
That it was. But we'll go ahead and jump to the chat. We got a Monday Night Football game, 3 hockey games to go over, and 8 basketball. We'll probably get through this in about half an hour to 40 minutes. So let's go ahead and jump to the chat. Supness from Lex. We're good to start the stream, Nick.
Awesome.
Yeah, here's Terry. What's up? Morning, AJ's. Yesterday was fishy, all the dogs. Yes.
Hey, we finally had a good, sharp week.
What's up, my guys? Let's get it today. Let's cash. I hit the like button for these people. Subscribe and share. Show some love for the Kings. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know anybody if you could have probably I don't know anybody who you could really have said that game would have ended that way. Following the trend, Bears against the spread and the under.
We'll get to that.
Yesterday in NFL was a good day for points.
For points, yeah.
Yes. I'm not going to say anything about the Islanders. Don't worry. Okay, at least you know that. That's fine. We'll go ahead and jump into some NFL action to start off the day. Nick?
Yeah, the Pittsburgh Steelers are at the Chicago Bears in this one here. Steelers, 7-point home favorites here. Bears plus 260, run back on the money line, total of 39 in this game. Looking at these two teams coming into this one, Chicago 3-5 against the spread, 2-6-0 over under so far this season, 1-3 away from Soldier Field. Pittsburgh 4-3, 3-4 against the spread, 1-6-0 over under, 2-2 at home this season. Chicago coming in off of a 33-22 loss last game. That was a game they should have had. They blew that game in the fourth quarter, letting the Niners outscore them 18-6. So not the exact result you were hoping for if you're the Bears after getting absolutely demolished the week before, 38-3 by Tom Brady and the Bucs. On the other side, we get a Pittsburgh team coming in off a 15-10 win. Don't look now. Pittsburgh's won 3 in a row, 23-20 against Seattle, and then 27-19 against Denver. And looking at the spot here, I'm going with the Steelers. I like the Steelers in this spot. I got them personally at 6.5. They're now at 7. And is that right? That team total for the Bears is at 14.5. I thought that was 16.5 last night. I was looking towards that team total under 16.5 as well with the Chicago Bears, who have showed us absolutely nothing on offense as of late. If we look at their offensive stats, 31st in the NFL, 15.4 points scored per game. Last in the NFL, 264 yards per game. Last in the NFL, 127.4 passing yards per game. The only thing this team does well is rush the ball, which they're 6th in the NFL with 136.6 rushing yards per game. And they're going up against a good defense, which I think could stop the run. If we look at what this Steelers team has done against the run this year, 13th in the NFL, only allows 106 rushing yards per game. They're 7th in the NFL with 20.3 points allowed per game. So looking at this spot here, I like Pittsburgh minus a 7. I also lean towards the under.
Nope.
I lean towards the under in this spot. I was leaning towards that team total under, but at 14.5, I don't think I can get to that anymore. Saw that at 16.5 last night, hoping it would hit 17, not go the other way. So for me, I'll take the Steelers here, lay the points.
Yeah, no, I'm on the same boat. I really just cannot trust this Bears team right now. They've been really struggling. They haven't won a game since in almost a month at this point. Since they beat the Raiders, which they're dealing with a bunch of stuff. So not really a big win there. This Pittsburgh team's actually been playing a lot better than we've expected. Now they're favorites at home. I like the spot. Yeah, I'm going to go Pittsburgh minus 7 this one. I think Big Ben has a decent game. You see a good, solid running game from Najee Harris. And go from there. Yeah, I'll be on Pittsburgh as well.
Yeah, also maybe a look towards that first half team total under 7.5 at the Bears. I think that this is a low-scoring game at halftime.
Fair enough. We'll go back to this. Everyone with points covered except for 2. Yeah, exactly. Ooh, college basketball starts tomorrow. Yep.
Still waiting for lines for that, though.
Yeah, we still don't have lines. That's kind of weird. No Bears are at Steelers. You said it backwards.
Oh, my bad.
You see people teasing this. Yeah, I don't mind that. Tease the Steelers down to a pick'em.
Tease the Steelers to a pick'em. Tease the total up to 45.
There you go. Both teams' offense is bad. Both teams' defense is okay.
Sounds good.
Who wins? Well, we'll go over that game in a little bit. We got to go into the hockey first, and then that. So I couldn't bet this game on my 20 leg. LOL. Side. Okay. Well, good luck.
If you want to bet it on your 20 leg, just take the Steelers money line and move on.
Yeah. Well, we'll go ahead and head over to the streets of the NHL. You got 3 games going for today. We'll start it off in New York. The Rangers are hosting the Florida Panthers. Minus 120 for the Florida Panthers. Run back of plus 110 for the Rangers. 5.5 is the total. 10-0-0 and 1 for the Florida Panthers. 6-3-3 for the Rangers. Where are you looking in this game, Nick?
Yeah, one fun thing I did notice about the NHL this week is they hate me. The days that I'm going to be on the show, they give me 3-3. The days I'm not, they give me 10 and 11 games. But yeah, looking at this one here, if there's one thing I've learned this entire season, you see a New York team, you know what you do? You bet the first period under. This New York Rangers team all year long, 10-2 to the first period under. I think that's a great spot. I mean, the first period under is hitting at 83.3% in Rangers games this year. The only team that hits first period unders better, that'd be the New York Islanders, who are 9-1 to the first period under. Also, don't look now, but Tampa Bay is 9-2. Yeah, looking at this spot, I do like the first period under in this game. There's only a minus 110, so you're getting a nice price for it. Granted, Florida, I'm trying to see what their stats on it this year are 6-5 to the over. So they slightly lean towards the over in that first period. But that strong Rangers stat, I'm just going to continue to ride it here. I would also lean towards the Rangers in the spot at home. I'm not fading the Florida Panthers, though, until they lose a game in regulation. And so it would be a lean towards the Rangers. No bet. First period under is a bet, though. It's one of my favorite bets of the day.
Sounds good. Good idea. Get hockey out of the way. Save the best for last. Exactly. Okay, you understand.
No. We're
Panthers money line, easy money, but fishy line.
No. By the way, Mark goes, no, we're just having dessert first.
I mean, if you really think that that's dessert, then I don't want to go to your dinner party. Panthers money line, easy money, but fishy line. Yes, you like the Rangers in this one. So hey, split. Across the line, but I know we're not going to be split for this one. You didn't type it up the right way, Nick. Next game up, we get the future Stanley Cup champions, Buffalo Sabres, taking on the Washington Capitals. Buffalo taking a little bit of a slower pace now, 5-4-2. They're not under 500, but They're fine. They're getting more points in games than they're not. On the other side, Washington 5-2-4. Washington's a slight 245 favorite, I guess. Total of 5.5. 5.5. Where are you looking in this game, Nick?
No action on this game. Both these teams are coming in looking terrible recently. Both teams are coming in off of 3 and 4 game losing streaks. Buffalo, like I finally mentioned, or like I've been mentioning for a while, they finally come back down to earth. They lose against the Kings. They lose against the Sharks. They lose against the Kraken. They lose against the Red Wings. I had them 3. I bet against them 3 of the 4 games there, and I mean. This is a good spot here for the Capitals. This is a get-right spot for the Capitals, if anything, in this game. Am I getting to this game? No. I think that this game is priced correctly. I had this around 225, 230 for the Capitals, so I don't see a value on either side here. I would need 2 plus 250 to bet the Sabres in this spot. I would need minus 200 to bet the Capitals in this spot. So no action on this one. Leaning towards the Washington Capitals on the puck line. But I don't see a need to get to this game. This is probably the only NHL game I did not get to today.
I grabbed Buffalo plus a goal and a half just to throw that one out there. Lex is saying Capitals on the puck line. That's fine. Buffalo have been going to overtimes. They have
draw,
so maybe a draw. I don't mind that at all.
Plus 375.
There you go. Hello, my guy at Nick Goodwin with that comeback.
Yeah, where the hockey's to the dessert.
Nah. Well, we're going to finish your dinner right now. We get the Los Angeles Kings and the Toronto Maple Leafs. Maple Leafs are minus 255, total of 5.5. Maple Leafs doing a little bit better now, 7-4-1. On the opposite side, 5-5-1 for the Kings. Where are you looking in this one, Nick?
Yeah, you mentioned that the Toronto Maple Leafs are playing a little bit better recently. Don't look now. So have the Kings. The Kings have won 4 straight games heading into this one here. Wins over the Canadiens, the Sabres, the Blues, and the Devils. So other than the Blues, not really quality wins. But this is, I mean, they beat a Blues team that beat them pretty bad the previous 2 games that they played them. But I like the Kings plus the goal and a half in the spot, and I'll lean towards the money line in this game. Kings are 7-4 against the spread so far this season. The Maple Leafs are 3-9. The Maple Leafs struggle to cover puck lines. The only times they have covered puck lines, they did against Boston in their 5-2 win. They did against the Golden Knights as minus 215 favorites, and they did against the Senators earlier in the season when they won 3-1 as 270 favorites. So I like the Kings in this spot here. I think they cover at least the plus 1.5, and I wouldn't talk anyone off of plus 225. That may be an add-on later in the day for me, is that plus 225, plus 226 line here with the Kings. If that hits 230, I want to be on the Kings in this spot on the straight up money line in this game as well. But I'm playing it safe for right now. Give me the Kings plus the goal and a half at minus 115. I think they keep it at least close in this game.
That's fair. Over in the Kings.
Yeah, I guess.
All right, there you go.
They're more of an under team. So actually more lean towards the under. But
that's fair. Now we get to the good part of today's card.
Yeah, next we have co-ed naked badminton.
No. Kings play again tomorrow. I think they got hurt today. There you go. We'll go in and jump into some NBA action. Go ahead, Nick.
Yeah, the Philadelphia 76ers are hosting the New York Knicks. Sixers 4-point home favorites in this game. Total 211.5. I have 2 plays on this game. What are you looking at for this, Tim?
Yeah, I'm after the over in this game. I got it when it was at a 210.5 to 211.5. I still think there's value there. I have this total line projected around a 217, which creates about a 6-point value right now on this line. So I quite like it. And I think you're going to get higher scoring chances, or a higher scoring game in this one. We're looking at 2 teams who have been really trending over lately. especially the Knicks. Knicks have been really trending over. Even though they did play last night, I still think they come back and play tonight. Knicks played against Cleveland last night and still put up 109 points, 235 in the game in general. So I think you get another one of those type games where you get a big offensive performance out of both teams. I'm going over the total of 210.5 or 211.5, wherever you're getting at.
Yeah, this Knicks team has played a lot different this year than they did last year, where it felt like every single game last year was Knicks under, Knicks under, Knicks under. And now it's Knicks over. Now, yes, I'm on the over as well. When it comes to totals in basketball, whether it's college or NBA, Tim and I have our own formula we use for any type of basketball. It could be the NBA, it could be college, it could be Lithuanian, it could be European, it could be whatever. Whatever, we have our formula that we use for any type of basketball game. It could be your middle school basketball team. But looking at this, so I will have the same totals plays as Tim always now. The only thing we may differ on, or that I may have that Tim doesn't, is sides. And I do like a side in this one here. Let me get my projected numbers on here because I like the Sixers in this game. I think the Sixers are the better team, obviously. Laying the 4 points here. I had this game handicapped at 7. So I'm going to go with the Sixers here, laying the 4 points. I think they get the job done here and cover the spread against these New York Knicks in the spot. Sixers -4 for me here.
I like it. And we got 76ers cover. Yeah. Should we zigzag in NBA? No, I don't do the zigzag stuff.
No, we do numbers. We don't do zigzags.
Yeah, no. Caps, Panthers, both puck line.
I wouldn't go puck line on the Panthers. The Rangers are a good defensive team, so I can see this being a lower scoring game, which would be tougher for them to cover the goal and a half.
Correct. Caps +7.5 was a lock. It wasn't a lock. It was a good play and a cash. It was a good play. Should have taken it on the money line. You can't say that. And I like the Knicks over 2. Yeah, that's fine.
If you like the Knicks and the Sixers, take the Sixers team total over.
There you go. Cameroon, Embiid, Cameroon. That's where I'm from. Yes, he's the best Cameroon basketball player.
That's where Lex is from. He's saying.
No, that was a quote from Joel Embiid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, go ahead, move on.
Yeah, I'm rocking Embiid.
But NOLA is my home. It's my American home. Got it. Yeah. That was a quote from him. So there you go. Go on and move on.
Yeah. Brooklyn Nets at the Chicago Bulls in this one here. About to pick them in this game. Bulls 1-point favorites, about even money run back here on these Brooklyn Nets. Total 217 in this game. What are you looking here?
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and jump on the Chicago Bulls in this game. I know a lot of people are going to see Brooklyn plus money and go after it. If you wanted that, you didn't miss your line. It's gone from a 1.5 to a 1. So it's gone a little bit better in the Brooklyn favor. But I'm on the Bulls in this game. Brooklyn's coming off of a back-to-back. This is a get-right spot for the Bulls because they've lost 2 straight games against those 76ers in the past couple nights. But I think this is a good get-right spot. Brooklyn's coming from north of the border to Chicago in this game. I'm going to be grabbing Chicago to get the win in this one. I grabbed them on the money line at -119, I believe it was. 118. So that's where I'm going to go in this one. I like the Chicago Bulls.
Yeah. I forgot. I need to talk about this game.
Yes,
I passed. I had this game handicapped. Chicago -1. This game is Chicago -1, so I see no value on this one. I don't do in-depth breakdowns on NBA.
Dang. Okay. Cavs was a lock. There's no such thing as locks. Oh, you're wow. Okay, I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. I thought because I knew you said Joel Embiid, and I figured that was something that he said. My bad. Lock, bro. It was a lock. No, nothing is a lock. Nothing is a lock because that could have easily lost. Naturalized citizen. That's cool. Let him know. Yeah. Bulls -2 and money line. Yes, I agree. It's gonna be something like that. I'm scared of that total because they both can score. Yeah, I didn't touch the total. If anything, with that total, I didn't do that game for a total because I knew I was ever going to do the Bulls. Bulls minus, maybe over. I didn't really look at the total. I just like the Bulls in this game. I think it would be a lean towards the under in that one. Brooklyn has still gone under in 8 out of their 10 games. 5 out of the 9 for Chicago. So both teams trending over. So you're from New York? We were originally from New York. That's cool. But we'll go ahead and move on. We got 6 games left.
Yeah, Minnesota Timberwolves are at the Memphis Grizzlies in this one here. Grizzlies 6-point home favorites in this one. A plus 200 run back here with the Timberwolves. Total 216.5. Where are you looking here?
Yeah, I think if I went to my future self and said, hey, you're going to be betting an under in a Memphis-Minnesota game when the total was 218, I would have laughed. But that's where I'm going in this one. I got it at 218. Obviously, it dropped like 3 minutes after I bet it to 216.5 for whatever reason, which is only good for me. I really like that line. I have this game projected around a 210. I don't think you're going to see much scoring. You've been seeing these two teams be more under teams lately. Minnesota has gone over once in their 8 games, and Memphis is trending under as well. They've gone under in 5 out of their 9. I have this game projected around 210. It's at 216. I really like this play. I'm going under.
Yeah, I'm on the same page here. As I mentioned earlier, we do our totals the same way. We have our own formula. So I got the under as well in this game. I got it at 218, just like Tim did. So, yeah, I like the under in the spot. And for real, if you're talking to your future self, you're mentioning that you're betting an under in a Memphis game. You're not giving yourself any lotto numbers or anything like that.
No.
Just you're going to say, hey, by the way, there's this random Timberwolves Grizzlies game. You're betting the under.
Yeah, exactly. You want Memphis money line. That's going to be very juicy. What is that at? Hold on.
Minus 240.
Yeah, no.
Maybe in a parlay.
Yeah, maybe in a parlay, but no. How can you guys be going Grizzlies money line? That is really, really juicy. You're laying a minus 240 on them? Lay the 6, get it even money. Or at a spread price. That's just my preference. I'm not going to lay minus 240.
Fair enough.
We'll go ahead and move on.
Yeah, the New Orleans Pelicans are at the Dallas Mavericks in this spot here. Mavericks 8.5-point home favorites. Around plus 305 run back here on the money line with the Pelicans. Total of 213 in this game. Where are you looking at this one?
Yeah, this one's this is one of the 3 games I left off. If anything, it's a lean towards Pelicans on the spread. I just really couldn't get to this one. New Orleans is 1-9 this year. They're off to a really, really rough start, but they've covered in 4 out of the 10 games. So that's at least a little bit better there. Dallas doesn't like to cover spreads. 6-3 this year, 2-7 against the spread. It would definitely be a lean towards the Pelicans in this one, but overall, I didn't bet this one. I just didn't get to it. For injuries, we're still looking at Ingram. They still don't know. He's still questionable for tonight, so we'll have to see with that. But it would be a lean towards Pelicans plus the 8.5. No play on this one.
Yeah, with those injuries, do you think that's a game time decision for tonight at 6?
Yeah, 100%.
All right, cool. For this game, I passed. I had this game handicapped at 7. It's 8.5, so I see a 1.5 of value here on these New Orleans Pelicans. I would need 9.5 before I would think about betting New Orleans. So if it gets up to that price, I might bet them. But for now, I don't see enough value on this line, so I'm not going to be betting it. And I'm not getting involved in this one. I have plays in 3 of the last 4, which actually the last 3 games.
There you go. Memphis first quarter. I don't know what that is, but you might need to grab a little bit of a spread on that one.
Memphis first quarter minus 1.5, minus 120.
Okay, there you go. It's for your parlay. That's fair. That's fair, I guess. Mavs under. Why not? My numbers didn't agree with an under or an over. It has, because my total for both the teams was a 10-point spread in that, and the total was right in the middle, so I didn't really get to a total in that one. It would be leading towards the under. Both teams combining going over in 3 out of 14, 16, 19, 3 out of 19 games have gone over combined between these two teams. So it'd be a lean towards the under, but I did not get to it. You'll be working. All good. But we'll go ahead and move on to this game. I don't have a bet on this game, but this one should be fun.
Yeah, this one definitely has playoff atmosphere written all over it when the Miami Heat travel the mile high to take on the Denver Nuggets here. Heat 2-point road favorites here against the Nuggets, who are plus 110 run back. Total of 205 in this game. I don't think you said you were looking to get involved, but what's your thoughts on this game?
Yeah, I ultimately just didn't get to it. If anything, it'd probably be a lean towards the Miami Heat. Michael Porter Jr. has been ruled out for tonight with a back injury. That's a little bit concerning. Victor Oladipo was out against the Rockets on Thursday. Oh, that's preseason. Never mind. I was reading that wrong. But he's questionable for tonight and not ruled out already. So that might be a little bit optimistic for him to play. So other than that I just didn't get to this one. Just not a spot that I think that I saw any value. Now if this was Heat at +2, I'd be grabbing the Heat all day. But them as favorites on the road, I'm not too interested in. It's always very difficult to go into Denver and get a win. So I'm just passing on this game.
Yeah, I'm on the same page there. I'm not getting involved in this one. I had this game handicapped at Heat -1.5. So of course, if they were plus money, I'd be slamming the Heat in this spot. But am I looking to get involved at 2? No. I mean, this is a spot where I guess I would lean towards the Nuggets plus the 2 with a half a point of value. Not enough for me to obviously bet it. But I do have plays on the next 3 games, so hopefully those will come through.
Heat to kill them. I don't see them killing them.
No.
I think it'll be a very close game down the end. It's always hard to go into altitude and then win. Nuggets with no sauce. Hey, no, Nuggets with barbecue sauce.
Honey mustard.
Barbecue sauce.
I was going to say, you realize I can add myself back.
And I realized that if I just send you out, I can't talk because I mute my mic.
Wow, cool.
But we'll go ahead and move on to the next game.
Yeah. The Atlanta Hawks travel to Golden State. -3.5 for the Golden State Warriors, plus 145 here with these Hawks. Total of 221.5. Thoughts?
Yeah, this one is going to be an under game for me. I know Warriors are on a second leg of a back-to-back. It would actually be a lean towards the Hawks in this game, just because Warriors on a second leg of a back-to-back. But the Warriors have been good this year. I did not expect them to get out to this good of an 8-1 start without Klay Thompson still. This is a little bit of a scary Golden State team. Granted, they really haven't played much for opponents. Clippers, who have not been good. Good win against Sacramento. Oklahoma City, fine. Their one loss was to Memphis. They beat Oklahoma City, Charlotte, New Orleans, and Houston. They haven't really played much this year. I think once they start playing bigger opponents like the Hawks, I think the Hawks could be one of the better opponents that they've played so far this year. I would lean towards the Hawks in this one, but I like the under. I have the total for this one around at 215. So when I got it at 221.5, that's a lot of value there. So I'm liking the under in this game.
Yeah, I'm on the same page with the under. As you guys know, we do the same thing for the totals. So I'm going to have the same totals as Tim, just because we do those together. It's now at 222 in this game. So if we waited a few minutes, we would have gotten half a point better. It is what it is, though. I do like a side in this one, and it's not what Tim said. I like the Golden State Warriors here. I had them power ranked at 7.5 in this game. They're at home against a Atlanta Hawks team, which can we say has been slightly disappointing this year because they haven't looked particularly great so far this season.
Bad on the road.
Yeah, they're bad on the road. 0-6 out on the road.
1-5 on the road.
Said 1-5. 1-6. 0-6 against the spread on the road. Yeah. So they haven't covered a spread yet on the road. Now they're in Golden State, who has looked actually pretty good this year. They're 8-1 to start off the season, 5-3-1 against the spread. And when can we consider this Golden State team a contender for a title this year?
Oh, they are. Especially once Klay Thompson comes back, of course.
So, yeah, I think they take care of business easy in this one. I was actually kind of flirting with the idea of parlaying their money line with the Sixers money line if I did do parlays. which I was around a plus 155 when I was looking earlier. So I do like the Golden State Warriors in this one. Lay the 3.5. I mean, if you don't want to lay the 3.5, minus 165, I don't think it's a terrible price for the Golden State Warriors in this game. So I almost laid just the money line in this game, but I went with the Golden State Warriors here, minus 3.5 against the Atlanta Hawks. I think they cover that by at least 4 points.
Yeah, that's fine. I like it. We'll go ahead. Let's check. I bet them. Maybe. Atlanta bad on the road. Yes, they are bad on the road. It happens. But we'll go ahead and move on to the next game. We have 2 games left. This is actually where I'll have my last play.
Yeah, I like a spot on this one as well. The Phoenix Suns are at the Sacramento Kings in this one. Suns 2.5-point road favorites here against a sneaky Kings team. Plus 110 on the money line. Total 225.5. Where are you looking here?
Yeah, I got him at plus 125. I'm on the Kings on the money line. We're still dealing with DeAndre Ayton's out for today's game, and I feel like the Kings are the better team right now. They're at home, and I know Phoenix off to a 5-3 start. That's not terrible. They just really haven't been to the standard that I would expect them to be at. I'm on the Kings in this one. I think that they get the job done. DeAndre Ayton out for the Suns. Devin Booker and Paul are still still trying to get used to that new foul rule. De'Aaron Fox, Barnes, Holmes, Halliburton have all played really good to start the year. This is a Kings spot for me. Give me the Kings plus 125 on the money line.
Yeah, you know how we feel about the Kings here on ESB. We love the Kings this year. Sacramento, I think the wrong team's favored in this game, to be completely honest, because I have Sacramento as 1-point favorites protected in this game at home. If this was on the road, this would be a correct spread. Actually, it would be more like a 4-point favorite for Phoenix in Phoenix. But in Sacramento should be a 1-point favorite, not a 2.5-point dog. I did not bet the money line. I took the 2.5 points, though. I think this is a close game. I think that potentially this could be a 1 or 2 point game. So I do like the Sacramento Kings in this spot, though. I do think the wrong team is favored, so I'll take the 2.5 points any day of the week here with the Kings. I think they win this game outright.
100%. Marcos likes the Warriors minus the points and the Kings tonight. There you go, Kings. But we'll go ahead and jump into our last game of the day.
Charlotte Hornets are at the LA Lakers in this one here. Lakers 1.5-point favorites in this one, plus 105 run back here with the Hornets. Total 226.5. What are you looking at for this one?
Yeah, this one's a pass. This is for the last game. I didn't get involved. Hornets they've dropped off a cliff. They started off really good. They started off 3-1. And then since then, have gone 1-5. This team it's been rough, and they're continuing their West Coast trip. They've been to Golden State, Sacramento, Clipper, and now they're in Laker Town. No, this would be a lean towards the Lakers, if anything. Even though the Lakers have been really bad, don't have LeBron James. Anthony Davis is actually questionable for tonight, not probable. So that could be a possible injury spot there. So, yikes! I'm not interested in this game. No, thank you.
Yeah, I must. I think this is the first time I've said this the entire season. I'm on the Lakers tonight. I laid the money line with them minus 125. I think they're the better overall team here. Charlotte's looked absolutely horrible as of late. They've lost 4 in a row. They've lost 5 out of 6. And they have not looked good doing it. Their only wins recently were at home against Portland, and then they beat Orlando. That was their 2 wins in their last 7 games. They're 2-6 in their last 8. They've actually really cooled down since their decent start, and I think that continues today. I like the Lakers here. I don't care that there's no LeBron James. I don't think they need LeBron James to beat this team, and honestly, I think that could be a little helpful not having LeBron James on the court sometimes. So, I mean, it brings usage out of other players that you're not having to force feed LeBron the ball for half the game. So give me the Lakers here on the money line. I think they take care of business here against the Charlotte team.
All right, that's fine. That is all the games for today. Light slate. We get some college basketball tomorrow. We'll go over like 5 games or so on the thing.
And definitely 2 of them will be, I believe, Michigan State and Kansas, and of course Kentucky and Duke.
Yep. But that is everything for today. We'll go ahead. Like they are. I just didn't want to get involved in that game. But we'll go and do a quick recap before we head on out for today. But before we get into the recap, some housekeeping as per usual. If you guys are new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Check out all the links in the description: Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, Picks and Parleys, Premium Plays, and our merch, all linked down below. Also check out anything Picks and Parleys related. Craig did his show earlier. I believe he did it with Rickenbach, so that's pretty cool. I'm gonna have to check that out after the stream. Me and Nick did our thing now. Higgs will be live at 12, 1:30 for Manic Monday with Detroit Lenny. Get your 3 teams parlays together so you have a chance to win an additional entry into Last Witty Standing that starts tomorrow. Game time decision at 6 with me, Nick, and Lenny. And then probably some total chaoses tonight and free pick videos galore. So
not tonight, tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. But go ahead, check out all that stuff between Picks and Parleys, Earle Sports Bets, and winning free picks. So check out all the channels. We'll go ahead and do my recap for today. For the Monday Night Football game, I'm on Pittsburgh -7. Basketball action over in that next game. Chicago Bulls on the money line. Memphis Grizzlies and the Minnesota Timberwolves under 218. Sacramento +125, and the Atlanta Hawks and the Golden State Warriors under 221.
Yeah, I'm on the Steelers as well for Monday night. I realized I forgot to type that play in. Pittsburgh Steelers -7 for Monday Night Football. First period under Rangers and Panthers in the NHL. I'll take the Kings plus the goal and a half at -120. If it hits 230, you might see a community post saying I put a unit on that plus 230 on the Kings to win straight up. Sixers -4, and then the over in that Sixers game as well, which would also lead me towards a team total over with the Sixers. Memphis and Minnesota under the 218. Golden State -3.5 and under 221.5. Sacramento +2.5. Lakers on the money line -125.
There you go. That should wrap it up for today's show. Nick, go ahead and finish it on out for today.
Yeah, that's going to just about do it for this one. I want to thank you guys as always for watching. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already, and turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we are live here on ESB, which is every single day between 10 and 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Earle Sports Bet Show. That's going to just about wrap it up for this one. We want to thank you guys as always for watching. My name is Nicholas Earle. Joined here as always with my brother Tim. This has been another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. Thank you guys as always, and good luck today.